Hello everyone, Neil Patel here. Thank you for downloading the latest episode of the Indian Startup Show. So, 4 o'clock hunger pangs can be tricky. So today I speak to Aniket Karia. He's the founder of All Heart. It's a health food brand aimed at providing you with innovative, wholesome snacks to munch on. So in this podcast, he talks about why he's doing this, creating a brand from scratch, baking 8 to 10 hours a day, creating a lean company. We also talk about super seeded crackers. He gives awesome advice on doing your own food startup, and he talks about what qualities he looks for when hiring staff, and he talks about his interesting experiences of running nightclubs and bars in Mumbai. Please enjoy the show. Thank you. Hello Aniket, thank you for coming on the Indian Startup Show today.
Thank you, Neil. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Please tell the listeners what you're building.
Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to build a healthy snack brand, a FMCG brand in India, and hopefully around the world soon. So what we do is we make seeded crackers. They're made out of chia seeds, sunflower seed, flax seed, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and oats. So this is what the base is made out of. They're all organic, all healthy, all natural, no preservatives. So I was always in the F&B space. Earlier I was working with restaurants and bars and nightclubs, and then from there I started doing a lot of marketing and running and doing the back end of restaurants. And in that I realized the F&B space is my calling.
Yeah.
So a friend and me started working on this. We wanted to so when I was working at Eyeball, which was a corporate company. Yeah. And I was doing corporate sales out there. And at 4 o'clock, I realized, everyone gets hungry, and then you eat a healthy lunch, you eat a healthy dinner. But it's your 4 o'clock snacking is where you end up eating a lot of junk food. In India, if we eat a lot of vada pavs and sandwiches and samosas and things like that. So I realized that there was a bit of a gap out there. So a friend of me, we started doing a little research on this. We started doing trial and errors. And unfortunately, we both had to drop the idea for a bit. And after that, I took it up. I was like, this is something that I was quite passionate about. So I was like, it's something I'm going to go ahead with. And that's when All Heart was born.
Excellent. You mentioned research. What type of research did you do? Did you have to try all the other snacks as well?
Yeah. So basically, we went out there. We tried all the snacks that are there in the market. We started doing a lot of online research in terms of what the health space is becoming in India. What kind of the trend that is happening, and we started doing a lot of trial errors. So we started burning a lot of food, and we kept doing different kind of recipes. We took help from a lot of friends, baker friends, and they helped us tweak the product, and we finally went ahead with the product that we have now.
And how's it going so far? Can you share some stats in terms of sales, etc.?
We started slow. We started with exhibitions and just getting the word out there. In terms of numbers, we are doing around 400 odd packets a month. And
What were the early days like? Obviously, you went to exhibitions. How long did it take to get your first sale then? And what was that like?
So before I started, we were quite, I used to spend all my time in the kitchen. I was spending almost 8-10 hours just in the kitchen making products, trying different things. And someone told me, try this exhibition called Mommy Network. And it was basically for kids and mothers. But I was like, let's go give it a shot, see what happens. And surprisingly, we sold out almost not even halfway through the day. Yeah. And that's when I realized, I was like, this product is something that even kids are liking, even parents are liking. So it's a very family product. And that's when I realized that, this is the product that I'll go ahead with.
You mentioned lean before. What examples can you give to our listeners?
So when I say lean, I say, especially being an entrepreneur, you have to, do all the work yourself, get your hands dirty, make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. Then only you can, pass it on to someone else. So initially, you put in 18 hours a day work, make sure that you're doing everything from start to end. I took a lot of help from friends and family. They're great. And so that's how I started off. And then you start hiring 1-2 people, just what you require. Make sure that you're not overspending on fixed costs and overheads. You'd rather spend that money on marketing. And that's what we did. We tried to make sure that this company is more about brand creation than trying to, we're not trying to grow too fast, grow slowly and steady, and create a presence. So that's how we kept it lean.
And you mentioned seeds before. What are the health benefits of these seeds then? What's so special about these seeds?
So the seeds they're very, very high in protein, and so that's the main thing, right? Like our snack that we have is really unhealthy, really oily, really is fattening. So here we're not trying to be a diet company. We're being a healthy brand because our seeds are like almonds and things like that. They're good fat. They're the fat that a nutritionist would recommend you.
And who are you actually targeting then? Who's this actually for?
So when I started, I wanted to target the kids, the school-going kids and the young children. So I started tapping into that market because it's amazing, the way the new children are taking decisions and moving towards the healthy lifestyle. But the feedback that I got, and I changed my model around a bit, is when I realized that the people who are sitting in offices are ending up ordering and reordering more. So that's when I realized that, my target audience is more towards the corporate people who are working. So I would say anyone between the age of 27 to 35, 40, and especially women, because that's the kind of feedback we got by, because they are the ones who are purchasing power, and they're the one who's actually doing the buying in the household yet. So that's why I realized that I'll narrow it down to say women between the age of 27 and 35.
And in terms of pricing strategies then, why have you chosen those particular prices?
So our pricing that we've selected, we wanted to be a healthy, fun and affordable brand. Seeds being really expensive and, high quality. So what we did is we tried not to. That's why the advantage of keeping a company lean is you can pass on that cost to the customers. Is basically that. So that's what we did. And
what excites you most then about what you're building?
Selling. Basically, just seeing people try the product, the feedback that they give, the positive vibe that everyone has when they try the product. It's amazing. That's why I still try to attend all my exhibitions, and we do a lot of corporate kiosks where we go to corporate offices and buildings and put up a kiosk out there. For the day, we make the people try our products, sample it, and then they love to buy it. So just being there around them, just getting that feedback, that warmth is amazing. So that's been the most fun part about this journey as of now.
Cool. So do you still make them yourself then?
So as of now, we don't outsource our manufacturing. We've kept it in-house because I want to make sure that quality and consistency is on point. So that's something that I want to monitor as of now. And I have a small unit where we manufacture our products, and our outsourcing, I think, once we scale up a little larger, and when we come up with a couple of different other lines of products, that's when I'll outsource it.
So before you started, you had no experience of like baking, right?
Yeah, no.
And now you're you're the expert baker. Tell me about that process.
I guess basically, if you invest enough time into anything, you can learn it, right? I mean, if you keep repeating it and doing it again and out, you have to know it. And the thing is, something, and I'll suggest with anyone is if it's your brand or your product, you should know it, irrespective of. You have to know it in and out. You can't. If you have to know exactly how it tastes, you need to know exactly the temperature it is at. You need to know exactly the consistency, the quality, and that happens over time. If you invest enough time into your product, you can learn anything. You can become an expert in anything.
Well, you must have gone through some basic research on recipes and stuff like that to start.
Yeah. So basically, when we started, we did a lot of research. So when I started, I tried to just come up with a prototype. Is this is the product that I want to put out, and then I got help from a couple of friends who are bakers who are great, and they helped me tweak it around and make it a final product. And once I got that final recipe, just trial and error, and just kept doing it again and again till I learned it myself properly. Yeah.
But how did you know? How did you know that was the right recipe though?
I did a lot of survey and market testing. I put it out. I sent it to a lot of friends and family. I put it out to just random friends or friends of friends. Like someone who does not know me or does not know the brand.
Yeah.
So it's an unbiased opinion and unbiased feedback is what I got. So did a lot of R&D and a lot of testing with people, and finally when they the feedback I got, and every time whenever it's positive, we kept making changes with their feedback, and then finally when I rolled with this.
Mm-hmm. So this is what you want to do for the rest of your life then?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is the calling, I guess.
This is the calling. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's say you were not doing this, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't doing this, I would be either running a nightclub or a bar, and yeah. So or I'd be doing something in the digital space.
Oh, nice. What's it like running a nightclub then? You must have like late nights, right?
Yeah, a lot of late nights. So I was working with this company, and we were running a couple of nightclubs and bars, and it was a lot of fun, but it was exhausting.
Yeah,
it took out a lot of energy, and that's why I dropped the idea. And I still do a lot of events. I still do a lot of parties in Bombay. I also have a digital marketing agency of my own, which I run on the side. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said these two spaces are something I enjoy doing, but All Heart is where all my focus goes.
From nightclubs to healthy snacks.
Yeah.
Actually, we have a lot of listeners who listen outside India.
Yeah.
Who may want to go to India. Sample the nightclub scene, bar scene.
Of course. It doesn't get in touch.
Is there any specific clubs you want to recommend?
So there are lots of new restaurants and bars opening in Bombay, and every day there's a new place coming up. There's every place has a different vibe. So it depends on what they want to do. There's Luna in St. Regis. There's the Daily in Bandra, which is great. Mm-hmm. There's Po in Lower Parel, which is a great place to get some dinner and drinks as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there are a lot of fun different things to do depending on what mood you're in.
Mm-hmm. So I suppose you had to learn everything from scratch, right? Or did you learn stuff from the nightclub experience that helped you with your?
So it helped me a lot because I was the bar that I was running. It was in a hotel called Shalimar, and that's where I started. I was I started learning the back end of how restaurants work and things like that. And that's when so they helped me. So when I quit and I went up to them and I told them that I need some help in terms of baking and things like that. So they put me on with their chef, and I did a lot of R&D and trial and error out there, which was great for me. They were really supportive in the start, and you need things like that to just to get you that little push and the little pathway to keep. If I didn't have that, maybe this product wouldn't have been there. So. It was great that they supported me, and so that's how it helped me. Just working in the restaurant space, building contacts, building building a network of people. It helps a lot. Yeah.
You mentioned the flavors then. How did you come up with the idea with the different flavors?
So the base of a product is the same, right? All your seeds and oats. And then we have the super seed, which is it's just the healthiest one out of all. That's the base product. And then I started trying different products. We tried one with chocolate, which turned out great. People started loving that. And then during Christmas, I came up with the chocolate and sea salt, just as a Christmas special, just so as another flavor. And that's the response. And that actually turned out even better. So people started asking me for that, and that's when I rolled it out as an actual flavor. And the berry one is the sweet one, but the healthiest in the sweet one because we don't use any sugar. We use dates, berry, and honey as a sweetener.
Oh, right.
So so that's another thing that people start become very health conscious, and they know how bad sugar is for you. So they've started finding healthier alternatives to eating sugar. And that's when that came. And then the peri one is in the pipeline, is when people started asking for a savory one, where they were like, okay, you have a plain one and the sweet ones, but there's something that you need a little zing. So we started working on the peri, and I've been doing a lot of test marketing in terms of every corporate we are at. We make people sample it, and the response is great. So I'm going to be rolling that out soon in hopefully a couple of weeks.
What about investment then? Obviously you're looking to expand. the product line.
Yeah, correct. So investment is something that I'm looking for in the near future. As of now, because of my events and my social media, I pump all that money into All Heart. So that's when, so right now I'm self-funded, and we're looking at, we look at investments soon. A couple of people have approached us for it, but I think I want to build it slowly and, take it step by step. The thing with I want to first create the brand image and the way the brand presence is, and then get an investment on board so that the brand doesn't lose its essence. And so basically just build slowly, and I'd rather build slowly and long term than quick and not know where it's going. So yeah,
it seems you've learned a lot over the last year. How do you keep on top of things then? And how do you keep learning?
Yeah, so basically it was the internet is great, it helps you access everything. Yeah, it's more like now you can access the world of information rather than just a couple of things like. And then there's YouTube and there's other things that help you help you get a lot of information as well. And I listen to a lot of these entrepreneurs talk, and the way the way they think and the way they like to take every day as it comes, and that's something that motivates you and keeps you going. You can learn a lot with these guys. You can so there's always every day is a learning thing. If you and the thing is, you have to invest a lot of time. Like a lot of time. I mean, I'm talking about 18 hours a day, no weekends. Is something that if you do, I'm sure everyone can learn everything. You don't have to be super smart, or you don't have to be like MBA or something like that. I think if you just give it enough time and what you want to learn, I'm sure you can.
Excellent. What was the reaction of your friends and family when you told them, you're doing this healthy food snack?
Yeah, so they were a little skeptical initially, but they're super supportive. They were like, fair enough. If it's something that you see potential in, they've just been very, very supportive, especially my friends and family. Yeah. So and they're the ones who actually kept me going. That days when I'm just like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And then they're just like, no, you have to keep at it. And I guess they are the great system to support you. Yeah.
But say someone's listening to this and they want to do their own food startup. What advice would you give them? Based on your experience.
So I would say if you're doing food, if you're doing anything in food, make sure your quality and consistency is on point, because that's very, very important for customers. And then start doing a lot of R&D, start seeing what kind of a market you want to tap into. Then start doing market research in terms of how big is the market, what kind of acceptance is there in that market. Once you know exactly what space you want to get into, start doing trial error, start trying different recipes. Don't worry about burning a lot of products. Don't worry that it's going to be hard initially, because you don't know exactly what you want. So it's always that you're never sure if this is the product till you really finally come out with it. So just keep doing trial errors, keep trying different recipes, trying different flavors and things like that. Get feedback from people around you. Just get it in people's hands. Just see their reaction. Make changes according to it. Tweak it around, and then come up with like a basic brand name or a brand image that you want. Like, for example, in All Heart, we wanted to be fun, healthy, and affordable. And when we say healthy, we wanted to use authentic products. So we didn't want to be just known healthy, but we actually wanted to be healthy. So we made sure that's something that sticks around with our brand, and quality and consistency, as I said before. And once you have all of that, you can then start. Once you have the product, the prototype in place, and you want to convert it into a brand, start working on packaging, get your nutrition test done, your basic costings. Just see, make sure. And costing again is something very, very tricky. So try being lean initially. Don't invest too much in setting up a facility or a unit. You can always outsource your manufacturing initially. So that's what I did. I used to get it done at the place I was working before, and and invest that money that you save into marketing, so that your people know of your brand and know of your product that's out there. And I started doing a lot of exhibitions initially, where just making sure people are sampling it, seeing, and then the feedback you get. is always good. So I guess these are the few criteria you need before you start a food startup. There are a few licenses that you need to get into place, and make sure that your product is good.
So you mentioned retail then earlier. How will you get into the retail space then?
So retail I'll get into once. So initially, currently my product is online.
Yeah.
We are on Scootsie, Swiggy. That's a delivery chains out here. We are on a couple of other health portals online. So we're building online e-commerce brand, and now we're getting onto Amazon, Flipkart, Big Basket, which are other bigger players. Yeah. And after that, or simultaneously to that, I will start tapping into the main few retail outlets which are in the belt from, let's say, Andheri to Churchgate, and just focusing on these outlets, making sure, because the thing with retail is it's expensive. It's you can burn a lot of money. Your product can lie on the shelf without people knowing of it, and it's just going to lie there. And once the shelf life is over, that's a loss for you, right? So it's a very expensive model to just enter without knowing what you're doing. So planning to go really slow and steady in that space, making sure that it's available in the top main health retail outlets in this belt, let's say 15 odd outlets, so that you can monitor it, you can physically be there, make sure push it out, and just learn what's working for you, what's not working for you, and then make changes around that. So that's how I plan to enter retail soon. Reworking on my packaging because I'm making it retail friendly. There are a lot of legal requirements to enter retail. So just working on all of that, and then I'll roll it out in the retail market.
Okay, last few questions then. How big is the team then?
So currently we're a team of 7. When we started, I was just me, and then and then the thing is, it's very key to hire the right kind of people, the people that you require. Not just it's easy to hire people, but the thing is that you need to know how much work you need, and especially in a startup, honestly, there's nothing like a boss. It's something that I try not doing, is being my own boss. I try to make sure that I'm down with these guys, making sure everyone's working hard. And the thing is, I have a great team. They're all hardworking guys, and they're all getting and there are no roles, there's no designation. Everyone's doing everything, and that's what you need. You need young and like-minded people who are always excited to do new things, and you just have to keep them motivated. That's it. So it's great to have a good team that can help you push further and focus on bigger things.
So what do you look for in a person then? Is it the specific skills or all-round skills?
So honestly, it's more than skills. It's about the kind of person that you're hiring. He shouldn't have too many. He should be ready to grind and work hard. And so first, I think it's loyalty, attitude, and that's the first 2 important things. Is make sure that guy, the person you're hiring, knows exactly what he's entering into, and if they should also be as excited as you are. And just know that they'll be there when you need them. So that's what I look out for. Because the thing is, skills is something that you can. I realize is you can learn over time, and if you invest enough time in the person, they'll also learn it. So that's something that it's not very, very important to me, but it's more about the attitude and how the person is.
You mentioned health before. So in India, is it people eating healthy food now, or have they always been eating healthy food? What's the state?
No, they will never eat. So we never ate healthy food earlier. As kids, we've only eaten sugar and fat. So now the thing is, now with the new millennium parents and the new kids are all taking healthy, conscious decisions, and the health market. So earlier we had this diet phase where everyone was getting into diet food and diet this. And the thing is that now people have realized that sometimes diet food is not healthy. So they started moving into the health space, and they started moving towards taking healthier options and healthier decisions in family, the whole family together. So let's say the new parents are making sure the kids eat healthy, and they're trying to make the kids make healthier decisions. So that's a good thing, that the new trend or the new way of thinking is people have started becoming healthy in terms of what they eat, and now people are actually reading what the nutrition value that goes behind the packet and what ingredients are there, and now people are becoming educated towards health food. So that's a great thing. It's trending in terms of in the food space. It's one of the largest space right now.
What's your favorite food then? It can be unhealthy.
Yeah, it is. I think everyone's comfort food is pizza, right? I mean, it's something that when you just want to eat something without thinking. I guess that's my favorite food. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Least favorite food.
Least favorite food. I'm not very fussy when it comes to food, so as long as it fills me at that point, I'm good.
Cool, excellent. Last question then, for people who want more information on All Heart, what must they do?
So you can log on to www.allheart.co.in, and we have all our information on that. You can check out our Facebook, Instagram pages. You can contact me, and I can give you all the information you need.
Actually, you mentioned digital marketing. What's working? What's the best for you then? What's working out best for you then?
So digital marketing again is a massive space. It's something that you can burn a lot of money, and there are lots of ways to do a lot of different kind of advertising. So I'd suggest you start off slow and organic on your social media handles, like your Instagram, Facebook, is what works best. Just have good pictures, get the right kind of hashtags and things like that keeps you trending in that space. And PR is great. PR has actually done a lot for me, because we do a lot of social media influencers. Like we send it to a lot of bloggers, a lot of celebrities who write about a product or share it on their pages, and that's something that gives us a lot of traction. For example, we sent a couple of packets to Sonam Kapoor. And because of her, our Instagram page blew up, and we started getting a lot of orders. Yeah, so it's small things like this is what actually in the long term gives you great results. So just find easier and cheaper models, and just different ways to get in touch with people, and just get your product into as many places as possible. On social media is a great way to do a lot of advertising. And then of course your Google AdWords and SEOs are a great way to also get your brand up there. So that's something that I would recommend for sure.
Yeah, that's good advice. Okay, Aniket, thank you for coming on the show today. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Neil, for having me. It was great talking to you.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Thanks to Aniket for coming on the show today. Try some snacks, allheart.co.in. Thanks for listening and subscribing. If you like the show, please leave a comment in iTunes. Thank you for supporting the podcast. I shall be back next week. If you want to come on the show, send me an email, hello@neilpatel.co. Tweet at Indian Startup SH. Or you can go to facebook.com/Indian Startup Show. Love to connect. Thank you and goodbye.